Hey there, I'm Super Ramnani, the guy who's mad about medicine just like you. So, I'm a final year medical student and I need to manage my time to the T. I need to be as efficient as possible and as productive as possible if I have to complete all my tasks. So, these are my top 5 apps which let me do that to be as productive and as efficient as possible. So, let's get straight to it. Number one is Notion. Now I can basically rename this app as My Life. And what is Notion and how do I use it? I use Notion basically to organize everything. And by everything, I literally mean everything. Right from my monthly house rent and expenses to my study schedule and future plans. It's my one-stop shop for organization. Here you can see I have a home screen on Notion customized for me, and it's divided broadly into 3 phases of my life. Number 1 is the personal phase, where I have things like keeping track of my house rent, the active subscriptions I use, and various other personal notes which I take. These notes are anything from a quick general type note or some information I want to save for later. The second phase and my most important asset is the studies phase. Here I keep track of my studies, so I have it divided into USMLE, which has all my progress regarding my USMLE studies, some important information regarding studies, and the last is GAUS spaced repetition. Now GAUS stands for General Medicine, OBGYN and Surgery, which are the 3 subjects for my final year exam. I have created an automatic spaced repetition database here, which helps me track my progress towards this exam preparation, and I don't have to worry about when I have to revise and what I have to revise. It is all automatic. If you want to create something similar for your exam, then let me know in the comments down below for a tutorial on the same. The third and final phase of my life is the YouTube channel and Instagram page Mad About Medicine. And by the way, if you still don't follow me on Instagram, then do so to get daily updates on how I manage my time as a final year medical student and also a sort of content creator. So here I have my video project tracker, which has all my YouTube videos organized neatly. And if I open any one of them, you can see it has the script and everything organized to the T. In fact, you can see the script of this very video planned right here in Notion. Now without Notion, my life won't be as organized as it is now. And now that organization is done, let's move on to task management. So my task management app of choice is TickTick. Now TickTick is an app where I have my to-do list planned, and it's even an app of choice for my habit tracker. So just like Notion, it has apps everywhere. On your iOS, iPadOS, Windows, Android, Mac, everywhere. How do I plan what to do today? Well, that is taken care from my progress from Notion. There are some tasks that I do every day like Anki, so they are automatically added every day. Basically, what I want my to-do list app of choice is to have the following features. Number 1, have a calendar view so I can have a bird's eye glance and look at the bigger picture of my tasks. Number 2, have smart input option like creating a task with the help of Siri, Alexa, or just typing like this. Number 3, have sorting options like which task is the highest priority or which is due earlier. Number 4, synced across all my devices. For me, that means my iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Watch. Number 5, it can give me reminders on my tasks. So TickTick checks all these boxes for me, and on top of that, it has some really amazing features like habit tracker and focus mode, which I use daily. So for example, I have set a habit to practice clinical questions 5 days a week, and you can see I have been tracking it, and it helps me be on top of it and build a habit. The focus mode is like a timer which you can use for Pomodoro or track your study or work time. I'm still fairly novice to using this feature of TickTick as I have been using Flipped and Forest for quite a while, but TickTick making it all into one app is convincing me to make the switch and leave Flipped and Forest forever. Now that I have my life organized with Notion, my daily to-dos and habits organized with TickTick, now there is one more app which has helped me immensely throughout my med school. Actually, I started this app I think in 3rd year, and it's called Notability. Notability is my app of choice for handwritten notes. So what things should a good note-taking app have, especially for handwritten notes? Number 1, the ability to customize your page as per your liking, like lines, checks, or even a plain page. Number 2, the ability to have various tools to enhance your note-taking experience, like markers, highlighters, different colors, etc. Number 3, and I guess the most used feature of any handwritten note-taking digital app, is the ability to import PDFs so you can annotate on them and also then export your notes as a PDF so you can use it anywhere. Number 4, the ability to add images and links to make your notes better. Number 5, a good organization system within the app for your notes. And number 6, a good backup system so you never lose your notes. Well, Notability checks all these boxes, and that's why I've been using it since my 3rd year of medical school, when I bought this iPad. Additionally, it has extra features like it automatically creates a straight line or a custom shape when you're trying to do so, and also the ability to record what you're writing and listening and then play it back in real time. So I've never looked elsewhere for a note-taking app, and frankly, it has never given me any problems. I recently did a video on how to take notes, so make sure you check that video out after this video, and I'll link it here in the cards and also in the description below. So the next app is, I think you know it. If you know my channel, you would know this app. It's Anki. And if you still haven't watched the videos on Anki, I'll link the playlist down in the description and also in the cards, so make sure you check that out. So Anki is where I review and create all my flashcards. The mobile app acts like an addition to the computer app, which acts like the parent app. It's been approximately 400 days I've been using Anki continuously without missing it, and I don't see that changing. The app is free everywhere to download except for iOS. So if you're an iOS user, then you have to spare some money for the mobile app, but I can assure you it will be the best money you've spent on an app ever. Now I think I've covered all my apps, right from organization and productivity to reviewing my studies. And this next app is sort of new for me, and I've recently been hooked onto it. And it is Audible. So let me tell you something about me. I have never liked reading books. In fact, I hate reading books. And actually, I don't think so I've read any book in my adulthood, barring the mandatory books we had to read in, school. And trust me, I've tried it. I've tried to read, but I just cannot get a hang of it. But Audible has changed the game for me. I just tried the 3-month free trial and got like 3 books to purchase for free and for life, regardless the price. So the first book I went on to purchase was the number 1 top seller, Ikigai. It's a self-development book, and I don't think so it's very appealing to someone who has never read a book in his adulthood. But Audible made it so easy. I listened to the whole audiobook like a breeze. I used to listen on walks, in the shower, and basically anytime I wasn't doing anything. One habit I've developed now is that I listen to a book on Audible whenever I'm taking a shower. I think for people who don't like reading books, this is perfect. Listening to audiobooks is so much easier than reading a book, in my opinion. So if you haven't tried it out, try it now. Well, those were my top 5 productivity apps that make me feel like a productivity guru, which I'm not, but the feeling is nice. So now let me move on to some apps which are good and I've used them, but they didn't quite, make the top 5 cut. But before that, let's have a word with our promoters. Unacademy is starting many batch courses for various medical exams starting from 1st February 2021. So if you're a NEET PG or next exam aspirant or even a foreign medical graduate, there are live classes just for you. There'll be new batches starting every week with top educators so you can get the best teaching and knowledge live. There'll be concept-wise coverage for all 19 subjects and also doubt clearing sessions for the same. First, there is Focus Batch for FMG 2021 and the Last Mile NEET PG Revision Batch, both starting from 1st February till May. Then there is a batch for next 2022 aspirants from 1st Feb till July in both mornings and evenings. So subscribe now to Unacademy Plus to get the best out of these batches. You can get a 10% off on the subscription by using this code. All links will be down in the description box below for you to browse with ease. So, moving on to the apps which did not make the top 5 card. Number 1 is Due. I use this app daily as my reminder app for almost 2 years, I guess. It has a very neat feature which no other app has. The app is annoying and it will keep reminding you about your task until you check it done or you snooze it. This is the app that made me develop habits, but now it has been replaced by TickTick, which acts as my habit tracker, reminders, and to-do list all in one. The other apps are Flipped and Forest, and I've used both these apps to track my study time. I started with Forest and then switched to Flipped as Forest had some limitations. Flipped has its own limitations, and I used it for many months before deciding not to track my study time anymore. I mean, I like the idea of tracking my study time, but I've had problems with both Forest and Flipped. It has its own limitations. And maybe the focus timer of TickTick is a win here for me because it just integrates everything into one single app. So let me know down in the comment section below if you would want to see a video comparing Flipped and Forest and limitations of each of them. And I'll do that for you. So that was it, and I hope you liked this video because I really put a lot of effort and hard work in producing these videos. And if you gained any value from it, then don't forget to click the thumbs up button. And if you absolutely loved it, then smash that subscribe button. And as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay mad, but just about medicine.